Nice. Um, there you go. I think, Allison, and this is not I'm not, I love that you're outside, and this is what we want to do wherever you are. This platform can be used everywhere, but the wind is what makes, I think, it's like when you're driving and those things. But make sure that you unmute yourself to share things, okay? So who had a chance to watch the video?
Not me.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. Thank you for sharing, and it's perfectly okay. And I know that most of you didn't get a chance to, so that's why I really wanted today to come, and I think that may work better to do this live instead of sending you the recording, and we'll see, okay, how it goes. But this is like one of the most important models of the whole boot camp, and that's why I wanted to do it again and take another book and another week. And we have some people join, so that would be a good way to catch up and so on. So this is like our second session or our second model, and I want to make sure that at any time you can take notes. You can use the chat box or unmute yourself. Please interrupt me. That's the idea of doing this live. I mean, I could very much share with you the video again, but I'd rather do it live so that if you have questions or you want to comment something, you just do it with me. Okay, and this is what this is about. We're gonna blab, so we're gonna have some time blab. It's about blah, 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 but really about sharing what has been going well, what has not been going well. Then talking to people with a 5x5. We're going to talk about chance encounters. So, just talking to strangers. That is the hardest thing for some. So we want to make sure that we address it as well. What happens when you get a no? The scary no. And then Avon tools. So what things can you use to share the opportunity and to invite others to join your business the way that they can join, the way that works. And then about, the fortunates and the follow-up. I got a message from Sharon. So, yes. Okay. So, what are we celebrating? And now everybody can come out of mute. Does anyone have a new recruit?
I have a potential.
Yay, Erin. Tell us about it. Who is she?
She found me on my Google listing. I have that set up. And she messaged me there, and I'm having trouble contacting her back. But I sent her a card today, and hopefully I'll get something back.
Okay. All right. You don't have a way to contact her back, is what you said?
She sent me a message some way, and I don't think it's the right phone number because I tried texting her. And it was a mess.
Okay. Let me see. All right. Well, we have a potential here. That's good. And it's about generating leads. So that's the way to, that's the goal of this. I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry, I get very distracted with the noise. I need to sail over that. Okay, then we have, who has new customers this week?
I do.
You do, Diane? Wow, good. So tell us about it. Where did you find a new customer?
Mostly in my building, but there was one, well, I was just happened to be out in public and I found one.
I couldn't understand what you said. The connection.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me all right, Eliana?
Yes, so try to speak loud.
I'm trying. I said that they were mostly in my building, but I did find one out in the public, and I approached that one and we a book, and the orders.
Okay, good. Yep. Well, we got to share those books, of course, and talk to people, talk to people. Anyone else has a new customer this week?
Two.
Two, Kathy.
Yeah.
That is great. Last time we talked, you know, that was one of your goals, to find new customers.
Well, to find more customers and to become a bronze by June 1st. So I got to get busy.
That is awesome. And Sabina says that one of her customers refer her a new one. That's awesome. Gloria, I know that you had a lot of new customers. You are kind of shy right now.
Yeah, and I also gained one this week. A friend of mine, another customer referred her to me, and she ordered.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, awesome. And you will see, guys, that as you are talking to people and sharing about the Avon opportunity, you will find customers. I mean, if you were talking Avon, necessarily, you know, you will find customers all the time. How about new fundraisers? Has anyone started any conversations and offering fundraisers? Okay, we'll talk more about later, or probably another model. And how about starting conversations? Just starting conversations about Avon, just sharing a little bit with someone.
Oh, well, with me, when somebody is sharing a recipe with me at work, then I share Avon. I
Awesome.
just ask them if they like it, and I have a brochure in my drawers.
That's good. Well, I really hope that everybody's talking a little bit of Avon every day, because that is going to be the way, you know, for you to grow your business. You will need to, that's as salespeople, you know, and as business owners, any business needs customers. So the only way to get this out is really by finding new customers every single day. So what I want to ask you is, we have this chat room on Facebook. Make sure to brag, and every time that you find a new customer or that you have a potential recruit, make sure to share, because you'll build into each other and everybody's going to be cheering with each other all the time. So let's review a little bit. Many of you, when I was talking individually, you shared how much success you've had since our last session, building this list, talking to different people. So remember that to continue your success, as I was saying before, you have to continue growing. We talked about the importance of adding to your list all the time in our previous session. And this memory jogger that I send you, it's really just like what it is, a memory jogger, a way to think of more people that naturally does not come. So it's good to keep it handy. And remember that absolutely everyone, it's a potential customer, potential recruit, or a fundraiser lead. So, you know, there's always something. Avon has a lot of different things to offer. And as you know, also in the session, in the previous session, we covered the B. I'm pointing here on the screen. We shared the B on the belief. So, because your belief in yourself and your goals is directly tied to the outreach. It's, you know, the B is all about belief, and the O is all about outreach. You know, when your belief really starts taking action. So you've started your list of prospects, and those prospective Avon customers and recruits, and you know, we don't know which way they will go. But we also, you know, I also challenge you to contact them, me and your upline. I say we because some of you are working together with your upline. So we challenge you to contact them by sharing your passion and sharing your excitement about Avon and the products and the opportunity. And this is what we really call outreach. And it is a crucial part of your business. Really, if you don't reach out to people, Some may reach to you, and you know, there's some ways to make people contact you, but your growth may be very, very much slower than if you are reaching out to people and finding to people all the time. So today we're going to dig deeper on this, on the outreach and the different approaches. And it's important that, you know, during your outreach, you always keep in mind your goal, the end price, the $500, the money that, you know, that you're here to make. We are all here working towards bronze ambassador and a $500 reward, right? So let's review what it takes as a reminder. What are the conditions? What are we looking for? So you first must have a $200 personal sales or more, which is usually between, I want to say, 5 and 7 customers, unless you have like really very good customers that order a higher average. And then 3 or more people in your team. So you must have at least 3 people in your first generation placing an order, okay? And first generation means team members that you've directly invited to join, and they're in the first line. Like, for example, Gloria, you have Meredith, and Meredith has 1 person. So in your first line, you have 1, and Meredith has 1, okay? And then combining the 3, these 2 things, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, combining the 3 orders of your people and your $200, you need to achieve $1,000 in sales. So that is $1,000 between the 4. We call those like combined sales or total unit sales. So this is what becoming a bronze ambassador is. And you are invited to screenshot this if you want to keep it as a reminder, as a goal, a go-to place, so you can screenshot it and keep it. I will also post it in our Facebook group if you are following and if you are in there. Now, let's review also, you know, I'm saying that this will lead you to the $500 bonus, the promotion bonus. But, oh, and by the way, some of you can make 1,000 because you're still in your first 3 campaigns. But this doesn't stop here. Really, this is just the beginning of Avon career all the way. Every time that you promote to a higher leadership title, you have the opportunity to earn promotion bonuses at every single level, all the way here to the $10,000. And on top of that, when you mentor someone in your downline to achieve, you also get mentoring bonuses. So the more on the ladder that you go, the higher on the ladder that you go, the bigger the bonuses and the more opportunities that you have. Any questions so far? I already feel like I'm talking a lot. Yes, no, thumbs up. Are you still with me, guys? I got you?
Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what incentives we have. This is an exciting thing to see. Sabina, I'm sorry, I keep, oops. No question. Okay, thank you. This is what we have in place right now that just started May 2nd and goes all the way to May 29 to support you when you're talking to those that you're inviting to join Avon. They can earn $25 in free Avon products when they order their starter kit, and then they place their first order of $150, first or second, no matter of fact. Okay, so they order the $50 kit and they can get $25 rebate. They get a credit in their Avon account to spend on anything that they want. So it's a great deal and it's a great opportunity for you guys to use and encourage other people that were kind of like on the border, deciding if they want to do it or not. This is a great time to do it. The other incentive that we have right now is that for anyone going to Rep Fest, you can bring a guest for only $49. So, the guest used to pay the same thing as a representative. Now the guest is only $49. So this is really fun. You have not you know, if you are considering going to RepFest, it's our annual convention. There's over 10,000 representatives, amazing events. Representatives get a swap bag, but it's over, I don't know, $200 of worth of product. And you get to see the display of everything that's going to sell on the fourth quarter, and it's a lot of fun. And then another incentive that we have right now, it's the double promotion bonus. Who is within the first 3 campaigns from here in the group? Lindsay, how many campaigns have you been on?
This is campaign 11 that I'm in. And I was in 9 and 10 too. I think I started in 8.
Okay, so you started in 8, so 8, 9, 10, 11. This is your 4th one. Okay, Allison, how many campaigns have you been on board? Oops, you were unmuted and, okay, let me see. You're muted.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I started last September, so
Okay.
I have no clue how many campaigns that's been.
Okay, so well, yeah, probably like 13 or so. So this is not for you right now, but for anyone that you invite, they can have the, you know, the double promotion. And Diane just started. This is her 2nd campaign, Diane?
This is my 4th. I started in 8 too. I got my starter kit in 7.
Oh, okay. All right. So nobody's eligible from the ones that are here for the double promotion. So let's move to the next. Of course, anyone that you do invite to join it, they can earn the $1,000. And so what it does is like those $500 that you are going to earn, they can double it. Okay. Let's talk about 5x5, which is our best practice for growth. You should have received with this video, when I sent the video last week, the Plan Like a Boss sheet. Really this sheet will help map the course to achieving your dream. That's what it is about. So the first section, it's all about your belief and setting your goals. And as you work through, you'll see that the second section has an organized and simple system for outreach. Throughout this program, I will encourage you to continue building list of names all the time. And, you know, now it's the time to really put that into action. Now, what is the 5x5 outreach? At Avon, we have this system. It's a proven way of success, indeed, that we contact 5 people 5 days a week. And that's a potential of 25 opportunities every week. Our most successful representatives make this 5x5 a weekly strategy. And they make it a habit, as a matter of fact. And they train their teams to do the same all the time. But it's not meant to be an extra thing that you add to your plate, which probably is already pretty full. Okay, it's actually something that you do every day, incorporating it into your daily activities. So think about where you went today. Did you stop to get gas? Or did you go to a grocery store to pick up something? Or did you get your grandchildren at the daycare? So think about when you connect with people while you are out and about all the time. So your list continues to grow, and it's so important to continue filling your funnel all the time. And that's why we do 5x5. So you see, the average person knows like 250 people. But if we add to that social media, I mean, it just adds up very quickly. So, you know, you can include in those 5x5 your social media people. I mean, if you are reaching out to 5 of your Facebook friends every day, you know, by the end of the week, you've reached out to 25. Okay, so you can use email, you can use texting, you can do social media any way that you want. You can do Google, you can do, I don't know. There's probably ways of communicating that I don't know anymore. So anyway, and face-to-face, of course, you know, the places that you go. So this list that we are giving you, that the Plan Like a Boss, is just a way to keep it organized. Okay, so that by the end of the week, you can really stop and reflect how many people you really reached out to. So, as I was sharing there, really, it's about when you are out and about. So we usually start conversations. That is, the natural thing. Wherever you are, you just talk to people all the time. And we call that like chance encounters, wherever it is. So think about when and where you had the last chance encounter. When was the last time that you just started talking to someone that you met because you were at a party or at a store or a grocery checkout? I would love to hear from you guys. When was the last time that you talked to someone that you didn't know?
I just went for a walk in the neighborhood and saw someone walking a dog and stopped them, and then I stopped and approached them and started talking about Avon, and I had a book on and
Okay, so that's good. Just like stores and things like that. How about you, Lindsay? What things did you do lately that you talked to new people that you had never talked before?
Well, like today I went to the store and there's a lady in front of me and we started talking, and she was very friendly. She was an older lady,
Mm-hmm.
and she really, what started it was the fact that she had a lot less items than I did. And she was trying to let me to go ahead of her. I'm like, no, you have less than I do. Just go ahead. And so we started talking, and I told her about Avon and everything. And she was like, that's even still around? And I was like, yes, it is. And she's like, that is really awesome. But sorry, I'm trying to get my son from my other son.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, but that's really great. I mean, congratulations, because really talking to to strangers, and I wasn't even talking about Avon. I was talking just like when we started conversations with people, but you actually did and talked to her about Avon. That is so I hope you're crossing that out from your list of outreach, because that's what we are talking about.
Oh yeah.
Sabina here says that she at one of the graduations party where she was this weekend. So how about you, Allison? Have you talked to anyone new?
No, but I just keep taking my books around to like the doctor's office and where I get my hair done and stuff. And I've been picking up people just from that. I haven't really got into where I can talk, go talk to somebody, other than if they just see my book or something, then they're like, oh, that's an Avon book. They just don't know it's around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Well, but that's just what we're talking about. Like if you go to the doctor's office, make sure that you make contact there. If you go to the grocery store, just like Lindsay said. So not adding different things to your life, because like we know that you're all busy, but just in your day-to-day, including that. So let's talk a little bit now about how, so as you were saying, if they don't talk to me about the book, it's kind of like you are not in control. So let's talk how we can connect to people during these chance encounters. Okay. How would you, actually Lindsay's example is exactly the example that I was going to share about. And because it's always important to have like easy conversation starters. And it does take practice until it feels natural. That's why it's important to kind of think about some ideas, so that when you are in a situation like that, you can pull from your ideas that you've already thought about. And then the more you practice, then you won't even need to prepare. It will come totally natural. Okay, so the first option is to find common ground. And let's give this example of the grocery store. So you're at the grocery store and you might say to the person next to you, wow, this line is so long. Who has time for this? Just like a conversation starter. And the person will be like, oh yes, no, I need to go home because my kids are waiting for me, or I need to pick up my kids from school, or whatever it is. And that will give you, this example that is here, it's not my favorite. I mean, how would you rather be spending your time? I personally have a hard time of asking that to someone that it's on the line and I just met. But it's just a way to show an example of how you can continue the conversation. So if she gives you a little bit of rope, you continue. So like if she said, yes, I need to get my kids from school, you can continue the conversation like, how old are your children, where do they go to school, and and just starting like that until you really get to connect with her. The other option is to compliment someone. So compliment her, and then of course ask open-ended questions. And we'll talk about open-ended questions, what they mean. But you see someone, if you're going to give a compliment, it's always important that you are sincere. Okay, don't make it up, because people will realize that you are not being sincere, and we don't want that to happen. So you don't want to sound cheesy. That's what I that's what I mean. It will make the person uncomfortable, and worst of all, it will make you very uncomfortable. So if you see a woman that is dressed like really nice for work, you could tell her, "Whoa, you look so sharp. What do you do?" And continue the conversation. And the key is that you can dig deeper to find out more about her. How do you like it? And it's also good to catch compliments, especially about Avon products. And that's why wearing clothes, wearing accessories, makeup, that will allow you people will come and compliment you, and that will give you a conversation starter as well. And even if they're complimenting you on something that's not Avon, if you start asking questions, that can lead to you to be able to continue the conversation. Okay, we only have 10 minutes with Freya. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, well, it didn't say anything, so hopefully it will go through. Okay, let's go to the next. Oh, if by any chance we get cut out, and that would not happen until the next 10 minutes, please hop back on the same link, okay? I'm gonna come back, and then just in case, I forgot to mention that. So let's talk about some warm-up conversations with open-ended questions, because after you connected, so you started a conversation, and how to continue the conversation. And I love this thing about open-ended questions. It's difficult, it's not easy, but they work magic. So imagine if you ask someone, do you work, or do you like your job? The person will answer yes or no. And that's the end of that conversation, right? But if you ask someone, how do you like your job? It opens it up to a more elaborated answer that you can pick up information from. In all conversations, whether they're with people that you just met or with people that you already know, it is really important to ask open-ended questions to get to know their needs and their wants, because we want to let them do the talking. It's not about us talking. It's really about being interested in the person rather than interesting. So I don't want to tell someone, oh, because Avon is, Avon that. It's not about how interesting Avon is. It's about being interested in the person to see all the good things about Avon. Why would they be good for this person? And I can share the example with a new cream, for example. Let's say that I want to sell the platinum. I mean, I could tell a person everything about the platinum, and maybe, this person, she's not the target for the product because she has a very oily skin. So we want to be interested and ask her, like, what skincare are you wearing? What are your skincare concerns? So that then we can recommend which skincare product we think it's best for her. So the same thing with the opportunity. We want to ask her questions. Does she need money? Does she want to meet friends? Does she want to win incentives? We need to know what she wants and then explain why Avon would be a good solution for them. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we don't want to be the pushy. It's not about being pushy and trying to be interesting. It's really about the other people. It's about being interested in them. Okay, and take out some, here are, okay, I need to put it down. So here are some of the open-ended questions. How is your job going? Tell me about what you do. How do you do it? Like managing your family and a career. If you could change that situation, what would it be? What do you think is the hardest part of staying home with your kids? Why do you like to volunteer with the PTA so much? And, you know, these are just some examples. Any questions that start with why, what, how, who, when, or tell me will be open-ended questions. And open-ended means that they will need to elaborate an answer and not answer you yes, no. Because again, if I ask someone, do you like to stay home with your kids? The answer will, she may say yes, and you need to find another question to continue with the conversation. While you say, what do you think, you know, or what do you enjoy about staying home with your kids, or what is the hardest part of staying home with your kids? She will have to elaborate on an answer, and that will give you, you know, the conversation, keep the conversation going. So I really challenge you to think about some other open-ended questions. You know, make a list of them to practice, and to practice what would be open-ended and what would not be open-ended. If you are struggling to come up with those, I totally get it, because it's not always easy. But that's why it's good to develop a list in advance, you know, so that you have a go-to list. And it will take a deeper, we will take a deeper dive into this next time that we get together. But try to have a list started so that we can share, and share in our Facebook group too. Okay, whoops, I went up. Okay, now we know that Avon can fit into everybody's life, but you know, some may not know it yet, or some may decide that it's not for them. So you need to be prepared for every outcome. As you are having conversations that bridge to Avon, let's review. If you hear a yes, you know, you want to be ready to get started, you want to ask for the things you need to get started, you want to make a positive first impression, being ready. And, you know, you can use a three-way call, or reach out to me, or do a messenger, or text message, whatever you want, we can do it together. Then if you hear maybe, just like, I don't know, I have to think about it, you want to further demonstrate your belief, talk more about, you know, why you think this would be good, and help her see the benefits a little bit more clearly. And use tools to reaffirm her belief in Avon. If you hear obstacles, we will ask questions to dig deeper and understand. And once that you dig deeper, you can respond to the obstacles. And if you hear no, you always want to ask if the person knows anyone else that might be interested. Discuss other opportunities like Avon products or fundraising, and stay connected, either on social media or share your phones, whatever it is. I want to see if I can upgrade, but it's not working for me for some reason. Okay, just hold on with me, guys, 1 second.
Hey, this is Sharon, and I've got one going to sign up next week.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Congratulations!
Yes. Yay! Be my first one. My first one.
Oh, Sharon, this is awesome.
She says, sign up Wednesday.
This is really awesome. So proud of you.
Yeah.
So who is she? How did it happen? Tell us.
Well, it's my daughter Chastity. She's the nurse.
Mm-hmm.
That they all the ones that she works with used to use Avon with the girl that used to be down there, and she's not there no more. So I got Chastity going to do it, and she can sell to everybody down there.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's what we talked the other day. So it worked out.
Yes. Yep. That one's going to work.
Awesome. Okay, I am here trying to buy the upgrade my Zoom. So give me just 1 second, guys, that I am going to okay, just to put my credit card. Okay, it's not going to work. I don't think so.
It
Maybe.
says black.
Yes, I know, because I am on the screen where I'm supposed to put my. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, if we get cut out, please hop back on because we are not done. And I still have the drawing to do of the Avon tote bag. Okay, so come back if we get disconnected. It says 1 minute and 22 seconds. Okay, but let's talk. This is a very, very important time because, you know, Sharon, I mean, and you asked me this when you were in your one-on-one. So if she said, okay, no, you ask about yes. Now we're going to talk about no. I saw the big yes here. So let's say, what if we hear no? Has anyone told you no? Has anyone told any of you no, I don't want to join Avon?
Yes.
Yes, I think Kathy is
Yes.
Erin. Did somebody say no?
Oh, I have.
Mm-hmm. Well, this will happen like a lot of more times than yeses, okay? So we want to take advantage of this opportunity. Maybe ask her for a referral. Maybe she knows somebody else. Maybe the person knows somebody who might be interested in starting Avon. So don't forget that the person could also be a potential customer. So you want to ask her questions that could lead to becoming a customer or even a fundraiser. And another opportunity really could be to, you know, ask her questions to really lead her into those conclusions. And the most important is finally stay connected. Make